Hello guys, it's me, the Myriads. Today I'm going to do episode 2 of Why Religion is Bullshit. Today I'm going to be focusing on probably the largest, or one of the larger religions, is the Catholic Church. Why is it bullshit? Again, I'm an atheist, and I'm not going to be one of those people, well, Jesus! No, fuck Jesus. Anyway, here's what I'm saying about Catholics. First of all, you have all the problems with normal Protestant Christianity. There's no historical evidence for Jesus. That is a primary source. There are a few secondary sources, but the Romans especially, they organized everything. These guys were ridiculous. We know the exact time of day when Mount Vesuvius erupted in Pompeii because they wrote it down. And the stuff in the Bible is just bullshit. Let's go with the Passover practice, where according to the Bible, I disagree with this very strongly, every Passover, a criminal got to go free. That's fucking retarded. First of all, there's no record of this outside the Bible, and second, that's the most idiotic way of punishing your criminals imaginable. Imagine if I was one of the Jews, and they hated the fucking Romans at this period. They hated them. So I would just go kill the Roman governor the day before Passover, and then get all my Jew buddies to be like, yep, he goes free. And then just do that every year. Just saying, it's a terrible system. Also, another problem with the Bible is Noah's flood definitely didn't happen. That's ridiculous, just to think about the fossil layers and everything. It's, again, like, go watch the Ken Ham, Bill Nye debate. If you can find one fossil outside of its layer, you win. I'll believe in your, like, that'll just destroy science completely, right there. But you can't, because it doesn't happen. Whoops. Alright. So, you have the contemporary problems of the Bible, such as the no evidence for Jesus. And as I was getting at the Romans just documenting everything, there were historians all throughout this area in the time of Jesus that documented all these cults that popped up. And none of them mentioned Jesus until Tacitus. And he doesn't even mention Jesus. He just mentions a group of people who call themselves Christians in the area. He doesn't even mention Jesus as part of the name. He just doesn't. In fact, there's a movie out there, it's called Zeitgeist. I highly recommend watching at least the first part of it. It just destroys Christianity. It goes through all the pagan symbolism and explains how all these other pagan gods that precede Jesus, such as by thousands of years, such as Horus, Mithras, these guys that precede Jesus, that Jesus basically just plagiarizes his beliefs off of. Everything about Jesus, from the December 25th birthday to the virgin birth, the miracles, walking on water, dead for 3 days, resurrected, the sun, being called the way, the light, the truth, the Lamb of God. All these are just plagiarized from other pagan beliefs that predate Jesus. And if that's not bad enough, the Catholic Church also has a really weird belief of the Jesus crackers actually being the body of Jesus, the Eucharist. Let's take something into effect here. If Jesus' blood is indistinguishable from wine in taste, he must have been just fucking wasted 24/7. I mean, he's a partier if that's the case there. I'm just saying, guys, putting that out there. Also, isn't that cannibalism? Isn't that like a thing that you're not supposed to do in the Bible? If it's literally the body of Jesus and literally the blood, does that even make sense? I don't think so. I don't think it makes any sense. See, Christianity is one of those religions where I can just wreck it in a couple minutes. Again, the Jesus cracker is ridiculous, and all the plagiarized mythology from pagan beliefs, plagiarized symbolism from pagan beliefs, on the ridiculous beliefs in it. You do realize that it's in the Bible about witches, right? Witches. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Fucking magic! That's not a fucking thing. That's not real. It doesn't happen. There's no witches. And, demonic possession doesn't happen either. Read The Crucible from Arthur Miller. It explains how group hysteria and mob mentality can cause people to believe things that aren't actually there. They're not there. Again, the Catholic Church has been some bad shit throughout the Middle Ages and Dark Ages. Now, to be completely fair, if the Catholics were right, if they were the true God, I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever you want. You can crusade, inquisition, and burn people all you want. As long as you were right. But you're not. Like, Christianity's bullshit. I pretty much just went over that one. with all the plagiarized mythology and the lack of any sort of historical evidence. The creation model doesn't hold up. Evolution explains it perfectly well, minus the biogenesis, which isn't actually even a thing in evolution, by the way. Evolution has nothing to do with the biogenesis. Two separate things there. That's like saying that biology and geology are the same thing, that because biology can't explain why rock layers form, then biology is not true. No, two different things entirely. The complete lack of historical evidence is honestly the thing that got me. There's a guy named Josephus who we found out to be a forgery for, I believe, Constantine the Great at the Council of Nicaea. That's right, guys. You did hear that correctly. The fucking Christians had to forge things, forge historical writings, make them up, essentially, in order to validate their beliefs. You wouldn't have to do that as a real guy, by the way. And he wasn't even around at the time of Jesus. I believe he was 2nd century or possibly 1st century. I believe he was about 50 to 100 years after Jesus' death is when he came around. Tacitus was about 200 years after, I believe. And he just writes about a group of people who call themselves Christians, which nobody doubts that. Nobody doubts there was a group of people who call themselves Christians. What we doubt is if they were right. And I have to say no to that. And Catholics, you're bullshit, simply because you're a Jesus cracker. That's basically the only thing I could find out that... Oh, and purgatory. There's no biblical reference to a purgatory whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure praying to the saints to pray for you does qualify as having another God before you or idolatry. Just saying. Even in your own theology, you don't do it very well. Alright. Alright, guys, this has been the Myriadist. Till next time, I'll captain my captain, and au revoir.